Before we get into today's video, your 60-second AI news hit. This week, Microsoft announced it is embedding AI into every product in its Office suite, meaning AI will soon be reading, summarizing, and suggesting edits to your emails and documents automatically. Meta revealed its AI assistant now has over 700 million monthly users, making it one of the most widely used AI tools on the planet. And a new Oxford University study found that people who use AI writing tools regularly are producing work rated as higher quality, but are also becoming less confident in their own abilities without it. That last one leads perfectly into today's question. Let's get into it. AI can write your emails, plan your meals, summarize a 50-page report in 30 seconds, and give you a workout plan tailored to your body. It can do in minutes what used to take hours. So here's the question everyone's quietly asking, but not many people are saying out loud. If AI does all of this for us, what happens to us? Are we going to become sharper, faster, more capable humans? Or are we going to become dependent, de-skilled, and frankly a bit lazy? The honest answer is, it depends entirely on how you use it. And today I'm going to break down both sides. The evidence for AI making us smarter, as well as the evidence for AI making us lazier. I want to be clear up front. I'm not here to tell you AI is good or bad. I think that's the wrong question. The right question is, what does the evidence actually show? And what does it mean for you personally? So we're going to look at 3 arguments for AI making us smarter, 3 arguments for AI making us lazier, and then I'll give you my honest verdict and a practical framework for getting the best outcome. Let's start with the optimistic case. The case for smarter. Point 1. Cognitive offload. The most compelling argument for AI making us smarter is what researchers call cognitive offload. The idea is simple. Your brain has a limited amount of working memory and attention. When you use a tool to handle routine tasks, you free up mental capacity for higher-level thinking. We've seen this before. Calculators didn't make us worse at maths. They freed mathematicians to work on problems far more complex than any human could calculate by hand. GPS didn't destroy our sense of direction. It freed us from memorizing routes so we could focus on where we were going and why. The argument is that AI is the same. If AI handles your scheduling, your email drafts, and your research summaries, you have more mental space for creativity, strategy, relationships, and the things that actually require human judgment. Some of the most innovative companies in the world right now are using AI not to replace their team's thinking, but to amplify it. The humans set the direction. AI handles the execution, and the output is better than either could produce alone. The case for smarter. Point 2. Democratizing expertise. Here's something genuinely exciting. For most of human history, access to expert advice was rationed by wealth. A good lawyer, a great doctor, a financial advisor, a business consultant. These were luxuries most people couldn't afford. AI is changing that. Someone in a small town with no access to specialist services can now get a detailed, nuanced answer to a legal question, a medical concern, or a business problem. In seconds, for free. A first-generation university student who can't afford a tutor now has access to a patient, knowledgeable AI. A free advisor that will explain any concept at any level as many times as needed. That is genuinely equalizing. And in that sense, AI has enormous potential to make society collectively smarter. The case for smarter. Point 3. Faster feedback loops. One of the most underrated ways AI makes us smarter is through feedback. Learning accelerates dramatically when you get fast, specific, useful feedback on what you're doing. AI can review your writing and tell you exactly what's unclear. It can analyze your business plan and point out the assumptions you haven't tested. It can assess your workout data and tell you why you're not progressing. That kind of immediate, personalized feedback used to require a coach, a mentor, or an expert, and most people had neither. AI makes it available to everyone, constantly. Used well, that accelerates learning in a way that could genuinely make individuals and teams sharper, faster. Now for the other side. The case for lazier. Point 1. Skill atrophy. And this one is backed by real research. Remember that Oxford study I mentioned in the news segment? People using AI writing tools produced better rated work, but felt less confident in their own abilities without AI. That's skill atrophy. The same thing that happened to our mental arithmetic when calculators arrived. A 2024 study of university students found that those who regularly used AI for essay writing showed measurably weaker critical thinking scores than those who didn't, even when you controlled for their starting ability. The worry isn't that AI writes your essay. It's that by not writing it yourself, you don't develop the thinking process that writing forces you through. The risk is real. If AI always does the hard cognitive work, the mental muscles that do that work may weaken. And unlike physical muscles, cognitive skills that atrophy can be very hard to rebuild. The case for lazier. Point 2. The illusion of understanding. Here's a subtle but important one. AI is very good at giving you the summary, the highlights, the key takeaways, and that feels like understanding. But there's a difference between knowing the conclusion and understanding the reasoning that led to it. When you read a 300-page book, you don't just get the ideas. You get the texture, the nuance, the contradictions, the context. When AI summarizes it in 500 words, you get a map, but not the territory. The danger is that we increasingly mistake the map for the territory. We feel informed because we got the summary. But confidence without depth is a particularly dangerous kind of ignorance. Let AI show you what's worth going deeper on. Then go deeper yourself. The case for lazier. Point 3. Decision outsourcing. There's a growing trend of people outsourcing not just tasks to AI, but decisions. What should I eat? What should I watch? What should I say to my partner? What should I do with my career? Making decisions, even small, inconvenient ones, is how we develop judgment. It's how we learn what we value, what we're good at, what we want. When we outsource decisions to AI, we're not just saving time. We're potentially stunting the development of our own preferences and self-knowledge. Used thoughtfully, AI as a thinking partner for decisions is brilliant. Used passively, it risks creating people who are very efficient at executing someone else's judgment, but increasingly uncertain about their own. So, 3 strong arguments each way. What do I actually think? I think AI will make most people slightly lazier, and a small number of people dramatically smarter. And the difference between those two groups will come down to one thing: intentionality. The people AI makes lazier will be the ones who use it as a replacement for thinking. They'll let AI write their emails without reading them carefully. They'll accept AI summaries without questioning them. They'll outsource decisions without reflecting on what they actually want. The people AI makes smarter will use it as an amplifier. They'll use AI to get a first draft, then improve it with their own thinking. They'll use AI to summarize, then dig into the parts that matter. They'll use AI to generate options, then make the final call themselves. The tool is neutral, the mindset is everything. Here's a simple framework I call use, review, decide. 3 steps that keep you in control of AI rather than the other way around. Step 1. Use. Let AI do the heavy lifting on routine tasks: writing, research, summarizing, scheduling. Don't feel guilty about this. It's what the tool is for. Step 2. Review. Never publish, send, or act on AI output without engaging your own brain. Read it critically. Ask yourself, does this reflect what I actually think? Is anything missing? What would I change? That review process is where your thinking develops. Step 3. Decide. On anything that matters, keep the final decision human. Use AI to generate options, surface information, challenge your assumptions. Then make the call yourself. That's where your judgment lives, and it needs to stay exercised. Use, review, decide. If you do that consistently, AI will make you smarter. If you skip steps 2 and 3, it probably won't. So, will AI make us lazier or smarter? My answer: it depends on you, not the technology. I want to hear where you land on this. Are you optimistic or worried? Drop it in the comments. I'm genuinely curious what you think. If you found this useful, subscribe. Next week, we're going deep on the biggest AI moments that actually changed everything in 2025. Not the hype, the real shifts. I'll see you Thursday.